Peace, y'all. So I am at the park. I've been reading some of the women who run with the wolves, and look, my book fell apart when I started reading, but I got through some of it. And I've also been journaling, and I have my bananas. They did split open. So far today, I had 11 bananas. I have actually I've had 12 bananas, so I have 4 more, so I'll have 16. And this is, I guess, lunch for me. I had 6 for breakfast, and I'm finishing the 10 that I have, so I have four left of the 10, and I'm gonna maybe eat like 5 for dinner, who knows. But I want to get at least over 2,000 calories. I want to make sure that I'm eating enough. So I was actually earlier today just sunbathing, and after a while of sunbathing, I began to sweat. And I am actually sitting right next to a tree. So, well, I was sitting next to a tree. And then I was just like, well, why don't I just move and like sit under the tree? So I did. And I feel so good and so clear. I feel so good and clear, and I'm just happy that I can really enjoy this time in my life. I don't know how long it'll last, but this cycle that I've been in of just being able to relax and to just take every moment day by day, and to come outside and be able to sunbathe and be able to sit under a tree and enjoy this life, because I know a lot of people aren't granted the opportunity to do such a thing. You know, it's truly like richness, you know, being able to do your own thing and just relax, you know. So much going on, and peace of mind is definitely something that is of value. So I'm just eating bananas. Looks like some ants beat me to this one, so I'm gonna toss it. So instead of eating 16, I'm gonna finish these off and let it be 15 bananas. And it's also really cool too, you know, I'm giving back to this tree through the banana peels, so I'm like throwing them at the base of the tree, and just nourishing the environment around me, because she never asks for anything from me. And I love that about this space, like connecting with the earth. It's like she never asks for anything, but to be able to give her something, you know, whether that's just your time and attention, or whether that's an offering, you know, of banana skins that will, you know, act as fertilizer, you know, or go into making of fertilizer, you know. It's very beautiful. So Hmm. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, on Banana 14. So I wanted to, or something that I was like literally thinking about was love. I've been diving deep into what it means to love myself and, you know, um, be able to be in a space of unconditional love for myself, tapping into the well of love that is like ever present, ever flowing in my life. Um, but through like situations and circumstances, there is a tendency to like lose sight of that love. And I've been meditating on why that is, and just meditating on how I can basically get into a space of having like this unshakable love and being grounded in that for myself, no matter what. And what comes to my mind is understanding. Love is understanding. In order to love something, you have to be able to understand it, or there has to be a desire to understand it and to do the work to understand it. And that takes time, that takes effort, that takes learning, learning maybe through books or through another person's experience, but ultimately through your own personal experience will that understanding come. And so I had asked myself, as I often ask myself, what am I here to do? Who am I here to be? Um, what's my purpose? And I always get the answers like, you are your purpose. Your purpose is unfolding. Let it unfold. Let it be. You're already doing it. And just seeing the ways in which me as a being, as a spirit, as a person, meditating on things that I enjoy doing, and that being my purpose, things that I do naturally, things that I am interested in, like coming to the park and sitting and communing with the trees and the grass and the birds and the sky and the clouds and the dirt, communing with life and basking in life in all of the forms and the shapes and the buzzings, all of life. And the more that I spend time with it, the more I grow to understand it, So it's also patience, understanding, patience, investing time and energy into what it is that you love. I have one more banana left. I want to say that your journey to love and understanding, true love, um, and understanding, um, may not be as easy as we may think. You know, it does come with its challenges, um, that are meant to be overcome. You know, we're meant to overcome the challenges and the obstacles that life presents to us. And it's really it's an initiation. Something that I've been like really meditating on has been life's initiation, like me being initiated into full on adulthood, into womanhood, has been something that has been very transformational, very it's definitely came with its challenges. It's been bliss, it's been chaos, it's been everything. And it hasn't been easy in regard to relationships, and I'm still learning how to navigate relationships. And as my intuition has been turned on and heightened, and listening to my intuition, listening to what my inner voice is telling me, and trusting myself before anything outside of me, no matter what form or shape that energy may express, you know. And with so much outside noise, it's important to be in spaces like this, like nature, so that you can really tap into the silence. Being in spaces with natural sounds, minimal noises, minimal like outside frequencies, like city frequencies and things of that nature, really helps to get you into a space of silence, so that you can hear your intuition more. And I definitely love coming to the park to enjoy the silence, to bask in it. And yeah, so it may not be easy, you know, and on this journey of health and wellness, and putting yourself first and prioritizing your being, one thing that I realized was that I was like saying yes to everyone and saying no to myself. And it was like people, it's like that story, the boy who cried wolf, and he kept crying wolf so many times, you know. And people, they stopped believing him, you know, like when he really needed them, they weren't there. And I've been finding that in my life, like people will call on me, and I've done this myself, you know. I'd call on people, and I really, well, I can't really say that about myself, but you know, I've had people call on me and ask me for things, and I'd be scared to tell them no. And you know, I would have a thought of how a situation would go, but I would ignore that and follow through on what it was that I said I was going to do. And then it always turned out how I thought it was going to turn out. And so now I've been in a space of prioritizing myself. If I feel in my gut to say no, I say no. And it's been very, I can tell how that irritates people, you know, which has been an interesting observation. But yeah, I could just tell that it irritates people, and it's put me in a space of like seclusion, which is okay for me because I actually enjoy the time. to get to know myself on a deeper level without so much outside chatter. But also, it's aligned me with people who um, can't control me in that way, who aren't just there for me to say yes to them, you know, who are there because they actually enjoy my presence, you know, and no matter what I decide to do, they're just there to support me through whatever. So I'm grateful for that energy. Um, yeah, I have one more banana, and I'm just really proud of myself because it's like literally all of the things that I've done in my life, all of the things that there's a helicopter. So I am officially done eating my bananas. I ate 15 so far today, and feeling really good. Feeling very good. I was saying that I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself because of everything that I've been able to overcome to be here today, to enjoy the simplicity of life, to be able to enjoy just the beauty of sitting outside and soaking in all of this energy and love from the environment, the beauty of being able to just watch the birds and to just be in my own energy, and to express myself through writing or any way that I want to express myself. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. It used to take a lot to get my, it honestly, I don't know. Just in my experience, I was like into the shows and into the partying and things of that nature. Never really was a fan of like a lot of drama, even though I would watch like shows or videos and things like that, like drama in personal life. I wasn't really into it, and was very passive in that regard. But all of the work that has been done on me, it's just so beautiful to be able to witness my own evolution of going from being the quiet, shy girl to being very outspoken, very lively, very wanting to be the life of the party, being the life of the party, being super funny, all of those things, and then going into that space of solitude, shyness, just being very meek, very humble, very caring, very compassionate, empathetic, and discerning. I know now that everyone is associated with a certain type of energy, and through you, you know, or through another person, when people see two people together, each person is symbolic of a certain energy. So if you are with a person who people may know them as like a party person, or the person might take a lot of drugs or anything like that, when they see you guys together, they may speculate that certain reasons why you're together. It may be true or not, you know, but you want to be around people who are upstanding people that you can learn from, people that inspire you to grow and to be the best version of yourself. And if you look around and ooh, woo, if you look around and you don't see that in your environment, then you must remove yourself from that environment, because now it's going to be hard for you to grow in an environment where, you know, people are doing things that you necessarily don't want to do. You know, people are expressing themselves in a way, because birds of a feather flock together. And if you are around 4 millionaires, you're going to be the fifth one. If you're around 4 people who smoke ganja all day, you're going to be the fifth one smoking ganja all day. So when I think about what it is that I want, it's not necessarily a tangible thing. It's a character that I desire, a certain character that I desire, a certain way that I carry myself, a way that I express myself, what I do and what I don't do. You know, it goes into morale, it goes into my morality, it goes into my integrity. And those things are to be an upstanding person, to be someone that people can rely on, to be someone who is the embodiment of health and wellness. I am the reference point of when people think of what healthy is. You know, I want to be that reference point of what health is. Like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I just learned about breath work and meditation. Oh, let me call Christina because she knows about that. Like, oh my gosh, I am doing a vegan cleanse. Let me go ahead and call Christina because she knows about that. Oh my gosh, like, I just started my fitness journey and I'm looking for exercise. So let me call Christina because she knows about that. That's what I desire, to be someone that people can call on. And I know that for me, it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take energy and cultivation. You know, this is my lifestyle. This is how I move in my own life, you know. And so Um, I'm not focused on a actual physical thing. My journey has always been about the experience and the deeper resonance, being able to feel satisfied and fulfilled on the soul level in what it is that I'm doing. You know, um, anything that goes against that, anything that dims my light, is no bueno. It's not good for me, you know. So being in spaces that allow me to shine as bright as can possibly shine are the spaces that uh, I am called to and that I go to, you know, and to tell myself no, to tell people no, you know, I'm not going to go to this space because I know, pardon me guys, there's a hospital like right across the street from the park, so, but to say no in regards to like going into spaces where I know my energy is not going to be cherished and valued, to say no, I know how people may feel about it, but at the end of the day, it is so vital, you know, for me and for people who resonate with this energy. You know, you may see yourself in me in regard to the energy, but it's so important to say no, you know, and to go to spaces where your energy will be valued, because in those spaces you'll cultivate so much more energy and you'll express yourself so much more, and it'll feel like home, you know. When you're in a space that doesn't value your energy, it's like you just close in, like you just go in, you know. And I question authenticity in that space. Like, I would like to express myself as authentically as possible, and when I can't because of an environment, because there are people who will be like, oh well, you should be able to do it anywhere, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, you know, there are certain energies that we can't see with our eyes, we can't hear with our ears, but we can feel. And depending on the type of technology you have in regard to your body, you may pick that up easier than others. So for me, I definitely can feel it, and when I do feel that energy, it's almost like it actually is a fight or flight response. And so it again, it's either I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna go inside myself and just be like a deer in headlights, you know, like and just in shock. And I'd rather not have that experience. Like, we really get to choose the experiences that we have, and the experiences that I have now are just reflective of love, and they allow me to come out and to shine my light bright, you know, and to just be myself, and I love it. I love it because some people may not want to see you in your greatness, and it's unfortunate. It doesn't matter who they are. They might not want to see you in your greatness because of what that reflects back to them. And it's really just a tool to inspire and to uplift and to show people their potential. But for some people, they get jealous or envious of what it is that you carry within you. So yeah, I'm so happy to be able to share this, get this out, to express this, because it's something that has been on my heart, and something that I'm growing through myself. And I'm definitely enjoying it because it's allowed me the opportunity to really practice discernment in regard to who has access to my energy. See, your energy is so precious. Your energy is so precious. You are so precious. You are divinity. You are divinity. And it's so important that the people that you surround yourself around see that divinity, within you, and you see that divinity within them, and you guys connect on that accord and build from there. Because when you're around people who don't see that light in you, they see something else, they see their flaws in you, it could be very hard to have a relationship with that person, or you might feel that same way about them, about that person. You being with that person or around that person brings up a lot of insecurity. You should feel secure when you're in the presence of another being. You should feel secure. You should feel good. You should feel like you could just come out and just be yourself. And when you don't feel that way, that is literally your intuition telling you that's not your person. That's not a person that you should be around, If you have to be anything other than yourself to be with a person, no matter who it is, and whether you choose to stay or to leave, maybe not permanently, but just to give yourself some time to like really develop, or just start being yourself and see what happens. It just takes experiences to know and to build discernment. I know for myself, once I come to a conclusion in my mind, once I make a decision, I be saying, I be the type to be like, I have made a decision. But when I go to someone and tell them I made a decision, I really didn't make no decision. It's in those silent moves. Like, when I make a decision, you're gonna know because of my actions. I ain't gonna tell you this decision already been made, It's already done. And so, yeah. So thank you so much for chatting with me as I sit in the park, and I'm so grateful for you being here, and I just send so much love and so much light and so much power to you. You are beautiful. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, and you are great. You're great. You got this. Life is unfolding beautifully. Everything that you seek is within you. You are your purpose. Your purpose is ever unfolding. Just trust in that. Trust in the current of your purpose. Trust that before you even came here, your story was already written, and now you are blessed to be able to observe and watch your life flash before your eyes. Watch the happening just unfold so graciously and gracefully, and just allow it to be beautiful and to enjoy, like just to bask in the blessings that are just ever flowing. Like, bask in it. Bask in it, bask in it, bask in it. And want for nothing because you have everything, Want for nothing because you have everything. So that's what I want to share with you guys.